Yeah, me a say the man.
Yo, Malachi. Mr. Fine, he's got sign, he's Mr. Thompson, he's got Portuguese. Yo, Malachi.
And you watch the artist.
Father God bless you. See, bad, banner.
What a predicament.
Yo, Malachi, you got yourself representing me 592.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Malachi, mash up the place with some tunes.
You're listening to Malachi, dropping Guyana'S music.
Malachi, you play the best in Guyana'S music. Not there with him, not with no romance, with no respect. Malachi, in a music, them for know say you're the mother guy. Hope you're doing it to Malachi.
So you can't make intelligence, you got the sense. Bring him on that no make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna Malachi, you know, say you defend the Guyana'S music straight and what for said. Malachi, you're number one. Plays the most Guyana'S songs on the radio.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He lead me beside the still waters. He lead me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff shall comfort me. Thou prepared the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
Only I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. Only I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. From the day I was born, I never had a happy one. But now the Almighty blessed me with my first son. All the walk I've been walking, yet I never run. Him give me the vice, yeah, to do his works. Believe in yourself and in the Most High God. Him guide and protect me on this road I tread. I'm more life, I don't wanna be no fallen soldier. Angel, come over and sing. Holy I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. Only I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. I'm from a place while growing up we never had much. A place where they get to you tap the rubber grip clutch. Yeah, if you watch your step or you can get your face bust. Ask God for guidance, yeah. Though things may rough, there will be better days. And if you're wicked, change your dirty ways, yeah. I can tell you about the Most High, and the Most High can tell you about me. Holy I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. Only I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. From the day I was born, I never had a happy one. But now the Almighty blessed me with my first son. All the walk I've been walking, yet I never run. Him give me the vice, yeah, to do his works. Believe in yourself and in the Most High God. Him guide and protect me on this road I tread. I'm more life, I don't wanna be no fallen soldier. Angel, come over and sing. Holy I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. Only I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. Only I can tell you about the pains I feel. Only I can tell you about the life I live. Only I can tell you about the pains I feel.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, wherever you're at globally. You're in tune to The Rush, Guyana's industry show. I am the Afropolitan with my co-host Martin, Alvin. You know how we do Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Remember, if you're driving to work today, take it easy on the outside. Look out for those who are not looking out for you. That was the voice of Negus with Only Jah. You know how we rock it on a Monday. We give you that real conscious vibe out of 83,000 square miles. Got to get familiar with that music out of Guyana, South America. The only place you can get the vibe of Guyana is right here. The Rush, Guyana's industry show. We got a lot more in store when I get back with you. We got the weather forecast for today.
Why fire burn them drugs? Yo, I not DP Records is not lie. Hey, Rasta seed practically, and then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually, and then me want the proper color. And them would rather pop a Molly, then it's bare folly going on. For sheer spliff nowadays I just can't bother, cause some in only rolling up the weed with grabber. No is all kinds of other things they're putting inside, talking about it make them bother. So there's no love for them one another, and there's no enough for them mama and them dada. Who in sniffing them a swallow? I not just now follow past me chalwa. Rasta seed practically, and then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually, them don't support the ganja rally, and them would rather pop a Molly, then it's somebody gonna murder. If it's not Molly, then the sugar and the eggs. White rum, cocaine and cigarettes. Sprite with cough, syrup and Xanax. It's only Jah know with them coming with next. I know in mashing up the youths them head. Them excited when I trigger figure press. Said them want see inside of somebody flesh. Them like when people dead. Why? Rasta seed practically. Then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually, them don't support the ganja rally, and them would rather pop a Molly, then it's bare folly going on. Enough youths get caught in the web, but this time youth you need to reflect on yourself and show some respect. Your parents' teachings don't forget. Mindful of the friends you select, but influence that get the check. Anytime, anywhere it get the check, you know we step it get recheck. Hey, Rasta seed practically, and then me want the proper color. Everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually, them don't support the ganja rally, and them would rather pop a Molly, then yeah, somebody gonna murder. Rasta seed practically, and then me want the color. Everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually, and then me want the color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare robbery and
Majesty, Archangel, it's a fire princess. They said the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil us ways. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. I Selassie, I we pray. Now,
always
Rastaman policy is peace and love. So burn out the enmity, the hate and the grudge. Grudge because the pendant of the faith don't budge. Because we're born as the warriors of flames and blood. We not go dwell up with the scholars and pigs in mud. Cause anything not right, it get an instant run. Fireball. So wolf are coming like a sheep play clown. Don't think like you're wise like the great Solomon.
This let the fire of the blaze. Woman take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil face. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now just weights and balance. When the earth return to naturality. Why man to man is so unjust a pedigree. As it was, you know it never shall be. Hey, just weights and balance. Judgment I go get you, Mr. Wickedy. In a nuclear, no fair technology. Man to woman, a life energy. Hey, they said the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil ways. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now
let me know. Overall, it's hard to be yourself beyond the wall. Cause nowadays no Rasta preaching Paul. That's why them fire on a stall. Liberty is on a string that's some Paul. I thought them was a real but that's a fall. Like them na yes Selassie call. Them sit down in a bar with alcohol. Them choose to stoop to conquer, that's a call. Them quick to sell out like a stall. You look the bad but really you're a fraud. Don't call yourself a liar, you're a frog.
This let the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil face. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now
Minutes on to the hour. That's the voice of the Archangel with that particular track. If you're wondering what the weather is going to be like in London for today, it's going to be sunny skies in the UK for today. Temperature is going to be at 18 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 53%, and wind is going to be gusting at 31 kilometers an hour. And that's in London for today. In the Big Apple, New York City, it's going to be partly cloudy skies today. Temperature is going to be at 18 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 90%, and wind at 8 kilometers an hour. In Atlanta, Georgia, we're going to have sunny skies today. Temperature is going to be at 18 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 80%, and wind mild at 5 kilometers an hour. In Toronto, Canada, it's going to be sunny skies. Temperature is going to be at 15 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 85%, and wind at 10 kilometers an hour. In Antigua and Barbuda in the Caribbean Sea, it's going to be mostly cloudy today. Temperature is going to be at 28 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is going to be at 0%, humidity 79%, and wind gusting at 27 kilometers an hour. That's in Antigua and Barbuda. In Guyana, of course, Guyana being the only English-speaking nation on the continent of South America, it's going to be sunny skies today. Temperature is going to be at 28 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 78%, and wind at 10 kilometers an hour. Gotta say, glued to the rush. Hope you had a great weekend. And again, of course, remember, if you're driving, do take it easy. Look out for those not looking out for you. Hope you don't have that hangover like some people I know got it, like a serious hangover. Remember, be safe out there. And of course, stay glued to the rush. Guyana's Industry Show.
Bright and Sunday. remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. The first sun rays such a golden sound. It was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. First sun rays such a golden sound. Could have been a vision I holding on me. Could have been my mind playing tricks and scene. Could have been the light I sight in me. Rastafari. Could it really be what I've been searching for? Mama said be careful what you're seeking for. A woman that can cook clean that you're searching for. A woman make good love, she not love make good war. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. Now happy look so far, far, far. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. Now happy look so far. It was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. A first sun rays such a golden sound. It was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. First sun rays such a golden sound. Yeah. I get lost in her eyes like stars in the skies. I can't believe it. Could this really be for real? The way she make me feel, I wanna believe it. And every time she come around, meditation gets stronger. Make it last a little longer. Yeah, she's loving me naturally. The way she shows she cares for me. Oh, she loves his majesty. Oh, she moves majesty. Oh, she moves so freely with virtue. Oh, Lord, yeah. And the rock is so true. So pure and so true. A rock is so true. So pure and so true. It was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. First sun rays, the golden sound. Was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. First sun rays, the golden sound. Yeah. What if I told you that I love you, girl? What if I told you that I need you, girl? What if I told you you're the only girl? You're the only girl for me and I'm a world, yeah. What if I told you that I love you, girl? What if I told you that I need you, girl? What if I told you you're the only girl? The only girl for me and I'm a world, yeah. Could have been a vision I sight in a dream. Could have been my mind playing tricks it seems. Could have been a light I sight in a beam. Rastafari, love of sin. Could it really be what I've been searching for? Mama said be careful what you're searching for. A woman that can cook clean that you're searching for. A woman make good love, she not love make good war. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. The happy look so far, far, far. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. The happy look so far. It was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. Bright sun rays, such a golden sound. It was a bright and sunny day. I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down. Bright sun rays, such a golden sound. A bright and sunny day. I remember, Lord, it was a bright and sunny day. I remember, Lord, colors of the rainbow coming down. Yeah. Colors of the rainbow.
Just before I step in, tell me can you take it? Just before I step in, let me take it. Hey, now probably don't see them. No time we now go feed them. All when them singing, we don't see them. Because they make the devil mislead them. Yeah, now probably don't see them. No time we now go feed them. All when them singing, we don't see them. Cause them should not make the devil mislead them. Hey, I just said that we believe righteous. We are trying to the devil of righteous. Remember since he never liked us, so he never everything we do despite
You're
us.
tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time.
Me no so me no tight us. In any second that could smite us. Hey, now far we go feed them. No time we now go feed them. All when them see me no see them. And could no make the devil mislead them. Hey, now far we go feed them. No time we now go feed them. All when them see me no see them. Make the devil mislead them. Listen, the man that forget not the way of the wicked man part. Just be true to yourself. Come from the heart, no make your heart. Where is your strength, Mr. Wicked Man? Like if you the length, we never change your plan. You say not you like it as much, but how you are gonna get crushed. Now far we go feed them. No time we now go feed them. All when them see me no see them. Cause they make the devil mislead them. Now far we go feed them. No time we now go feed them. All when them see me no see them. Fireball, say. Mama say, we feel obey the voice. They already paid the price. Remember, they crucified the Christ. Judge up each other, the dice for the wise. Yeah, I will always keep away from them. Got yourself and keep away from them. And they use them come for them pay. Run them, shut out, you want the bomb and gun them. Now far we don't feed them. No time we now go feed them. When them see me no see them. Because they make the devil mislead them. Now far we go feed them. No time we now go feed them. When them see me no see them. Cause they make the devil mislead them. God just said that if we live righteous, true we are turned the devil of fight us. I remember sins, they never like us. So in everything we do, despite us. Hey, always that in who might us. Look at the blessing on the two side plus. So we can man tell me who you are trying crush. In any second that could smite us. So
Welcome to Natural Black with some motivational music. You know how we motivate you on our Monday. Monday's made for the champions. We're going to kickstart your morning. For those people who are just waking up to us, got to say a big shout out to the guys in Australia. That's the land down under. Shout out to Claire. Hope you're having a great day. Stay glued. You know, we got a lot more music in store. When I get back with you, got the news headlines from the DPI, the Government Information Service of Guyana.
Yeah, man, it's a glory.
Man, them come together like the torch and the wicked catch a fire. Tell you what I war. When they get to you, them try fi better and the system try fi turn them in a shatter. Tell you what I war. On Babylon, highly Selassie rain down, lightning and thunder. Tell you what I war. Tell you what I war.
Yeah. Worries when the youth them side the truth and start refine the frequencies where them mind are use and purify them thoughts and them desires too while meditating in a little quiet room. And worries when them realize the earth is a living being and we assist a revolution by living clean. But with this 5G magnetical killing field, destruction of them only possibility.
Tell you what I war. When the Rasta man them come together like the torch and the wicked catch a fire. Tell you what I war. When they get to you, them try fi better and the system try fi turn them in a shatter. Tell you what I war. On Babylon, highly Selassie rain down, lightning and thunder. Tell you what I war. Tell you what I war.
Okay, I hear them a go feel. Never this Selassie, I will bust the 7 sea.
You're
can't hear them if you go feel. The praise of government we bow down and kneel. Revolution must be solution. Speak out your message to the institution. Them and them corruption bring beer pollution. That now go help build with generation.
When the Rasta man them come together like the torch and the wicked catch a fire. Tell you what a woe. When they get to you, them try fi better and the system try fi turn them in a shatter. Tell you what a woe. One Babylon highly Selassie rain down lightning and thunder. Tell you what a woe. Tell you what a woe.
Pressure bus pipe and archangel. Majesty. Fire. Fire. Fire burning. Tell you what I want.
More time you can't take the crime and violence, you know. I just have to seek a quiet place and ask most of the guidance.
Yeah. Cause we not see no love in them eyes at all. All envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down with them feet up all. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't live with love because them don't care. Me hear them run down money and get run down. Rasta stay in the hills and a run downtown. Me hear police them a run downtown. Man a run I down at all. The I stand firm like wall. Tell them the I nah creep and the I nah crawl. The I nah stoop low. The I and I stand tall. And the I but I just in the most I jar. So here I cry, oh Lord, cause me not see no love in them eyes at all. All envy when we climb the wall, tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is fuse I, but just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down in them feet of ball. It's like them can't see, it's like them don't care. It's like them don't live with love because them don't care. How you forget it and accept it when the youth them want it. Kill innocent people and talk about how them want it. Good seeds feel so I chant it. How you feel take life and you not got the power fi grant it. Your heart is not clean. You want to cross to get to use them dreams. And you now build them self-esteem. What the higher wait for is for the most life intervene. No love in them eyes at all. All envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down in them feet of ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. Everywhere you go, yeah, things are escalate. It's like enough man in the world lose them faith. Enough now enter Zion gate. Enough of them are tried, but enough of them still late. Me wonder what they will do when the right time come. When Jah comfy claim his kingdom and fire and brimstone him start to fling down. Where you are gonna run? Me not see no love in them eyes at all. All envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down in them feet to ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. Them run down money and get gunned down. Rasta stay in the hills and run downtown. Me hear police them a run downtown. Now run I down at all. The I stand firm like wall. Tell them the I nah creep and the I nah crawl. The I nah stoop low. The I and I stand tall. And the I put I trust in the most I jar. So here I cry, oh Lord, cause me nah see no love
we climb the wall, tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I, but Jah say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse, even no man bow down in them feet to ball. It's like them can't see, it's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. No love in them eyes at all. Them envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse, even no man bow down in them feet to ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. No love in them eyes at all. Them envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse, even no man bow down in them feet the ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. No love.
No Love. That's the voice of Alabama. That one was produced by Vision Sounds right here in Guyana, of course, in collaboration with, Lego, all the way in Kingston, Jamaica. Around this time, we got the news headlines from the Guyana Information Service, the DPI, for today, Monday. And of course, Mondays we motivate you. And they read for today, new faces, fresh voices in Guyana's cabinet. President Ali's new cabinet reflects youth, experience, and diversity. Full opening of new Demerara River Bridge expected before month end, so says President Ali. Dr. Erica Fort, Roger Rogers among new permanent secretaries appointed. Prime Minister Philip reaffirms Guyana's commitment to building strong ties with Mexico. President Ali awards Joint Services ranks. And PM Phillips and VP Jagdeo, a powerful fusion of strength, so says President Ali. Those are the news headlines from the DPI, the Government Information Service. You can get more details on their page. That's the dpi.gov.gy. For more info, check them out. Of course, you know how we do. It's Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. And it's back to work on a Monday. Got to take it easy. If you're driving, remember, look out for those who ain't looking out for you. And stay glued to the rush on the stations with the real vibration.
Mark to my heart, man. Full of skill to carry on and on and on. Can't believe this is coming from my own people. They might treat me as if me never own vehicle. Other things in my head, like home people. Why they have to be so evil? Insane. Some saying I'm insane. I've got to maintain order, or else things wouldn't be the same. Insane. Some saying I'm insane, but I got to maintain order, or else my life wouldn't be the same. But never this, them wouldn't see me at all. Them now go live to see me a fall. Real justice, them never give me at all. Oh, me fi run, you not see me at all. Make my decision, they want crucify I. So them a hot skull, some a fry I. My meditation always a fly I. I tell like I insane. Some saying I'm insane, but I got to maintain order, or else things wouldn't be the same. Insane. Some saying I'm insane, but I got to maintain order, or else my life wouldn't be the same. Some say they're not gonna deal with me, yeah. But I bet them get real with me. And balance and all things seal with me. Who's gonna be with me? Yeah. Past rumors can't continue. From you no stop, none of them can win you. You know after them I got time to kill you. Inject and fill you. Insane. Some say I'm insane.
You're tuned in to DJ. Always his music all the time.
Some saying I'm insane. I've got to maintain order, or else my life gonna be the same. Me a do me thing, them say it unreal. Me never try right for no one deal. Never envy over no man meal. Never make no wrong deal. No. Talk about the things when me walk out. Hear the little sister when them laugh out. Me a make sure things are done. Me know how me name get marked out. Insane. Some saying I'm insane.
Cause we are living in the heart of the ghetto, trying to make a way, but not the thing ain't easy. I know this road can be rocky sometimes, still I'm trying on, yeah. A world of misfits and mockery. Them play them game and then them call it democracy. Them keep the people in a poverty, and Rastaman can even get some privacy.
And so we chant in the hope of a better tomorrow. The people dance, cause reggae music takes away all their sorrow. Cause we know we've got the vibes to keep Georgetown rocking. Oh yes. And we know we've got the vibes to keep Kingston standing. Oh well now. Religion's confusion, divides and disillusion, and color is a barrier, turning races into warriors. Seems if you're poor you are a criminal, and just to live, no, that's not optional. One day the truth will be unfold, cause only half the story's been told. And so we chant in the hopes of a better tomorrow. The people dance, cause reggae music takes away all their sorrow. Cause we know we've got the vibes to keep Bridgetown a-rocking. Oh yes. And we know we've got the vibes to keep St. John's skanking. Oh well. And I know we've got the vibes to keep Port of Spain rocking. Oh well now. Yes, we know we've got the vibes to keep Castries campaign. Oh yes.
The moment you lose control, the music will take your soul. In heavenly heights, yes, we will be jamming. Jamming till the morning. The moment you lose control, the music will take your soul. Keep lifting you higher and higher and higher, so high. We're living in the heart of the ghetto, trying to make a way, but not the thing ain't easy. I know this road can be rocky sometimes, still I'm treading on, yeah.
A world of misfits and mockery. They play them game and then them call it democracy. They keep the people in a poverty, and Rastaman can keep them sanity. And so we chant in the hopes of a better tomorrow. The people dance, cause reggae music takes away all their sorrow. Cause I know we've got the vibes to keep San Juan rocking. Oh well. And I know we've got the vibes to keep St. Thomas skanking. Oh yes. And I know we've got the vibes to keep St. Croix skanking. Oh yes. And I know we've got the vibes to keep St. George's rocking. Oh well now. And I know we've got the vibes to keep Buxton a skanking. Oh. Cause I know we've got the vibes to keep all boys tongue rocking. Oh well now. Now we know we've got the vibes to keep them touchdown a rocking. Oh yeah. And we know we've got the vibes to keep Jonestown a skanking. Oh well.
You're tuned in.
You know we've got the vibes to keep the Caribbean rocking. And we know we've got the vibes to keep Europe skanking. Oh well. Now we know we've got the vibes to keep Africa rocking. The whole wide world.
Trust me, we got the vibe to keep the whole world rocking for real. That's the voice of the band Firstborn out of Guyana, doing their thing. Real music, real vibe. Trust me, the only place you're going to get that vibe is right here in The Rush. Each and every day of the week. That's from Monday to Friday, 1 to 4 in the UK, 8 to 11 in the USA, Canada, Guyana, and the Caribbean. So, let me give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about in the second hour. Of course, I'm going to be joined by my co-host Martin Al Amin. We're going to be talking a lot about, the development of the industry. And when we say the industry, the creative industry is the music industry. I want to extend it today. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the Caribbean as well, because the same problems we seem to be having in Guyana, they're also extended to the Caribbean. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the overall image that's kind of projected on what's going on in social media in Guyana. And, of course, we got to talk about the politics of the day. And, a lot of people seem to be leaving which was the main opposition party. A lot of people are now resigning and, just leaving the political arena altogether. We got to talk about that. Of course, you can hit me up on plus 592-641-0945. Leave your comments or your questions in the comment section. For today, Monday, you know how we motivate you. The music is going to be different right here each and every day. The Rush, Guyana'S Industry Show.
Speak the word at all costs, cause me no want you so lost, yeah. Hey, clean in our hands, I must be pure in our hearts, again and again. Well, as a messenger bearing the truth, I will always proclaim, again and again. See John the Baptist, don't tell them repent, me come fi tell them the same, again and again. And if you not take heed to the warning, you have no one else to blame, again and again. Hellfire is real. Me want you escape the flame. Me go sudden. So why wait until calamity, pain and agony? Then you go run, come on. Me say feel like go the profanity and idolatry. Now no bother wait till morning. Just come just as you are. No hesitation, just answer the call. No sacrifices at all. Cause Jesus Christ, him don't take the fall. Again and again. Well, as a messenger bearing the truth, I will always proclaim. Again and again. See John the Baptist, don't tell them repent, become fit, tell them the same. Again and again. And if you not take heed to the warning, you have no one else to blame. Again and again. Hellfire is real. Me want you escape the flame. Have to win souls, seeking them like a hunter. Cause right now the people need an encounter. Gospel turn up, me rev it up like a tundra. Promoting truth, Yahweh is the answer. Me go saw them, shout it loud and clear. Because me don't know faith comes when you hear the word. Yo, the time will draw near and near. About time you prepare, again and again. Well, as a messenger bearing the truth, I will always proclaim, again and again. See John the Baptist, don't tell them repent, become fit, tell them the same, again and again. And if you not take heed to the warning, you'll have no one else to blame, again and again. Well, hellfire is come real, to tell the world you escape the flame. Oh, it is a warning, hope you are hearing. Hear what I say, this is a warning. What you believe in, just prepare you the way. There is a voice crying out in the wilderness, saying time to come home. Yeah. Time is a luxury, we don't have that. Well, watch out now, sin rule the earth, that's all right.
2, 3,
Yeah. 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 Promise, I say yeah. Walk away if you want to. Can even run if you want to. You can't run from your heart, yeah. And you can't talk what you want to. And you can't do what you want to do. You can't run away from yourself. Yeah. Jah help me to deliver now. The lightning in the words when me yaki ya know. To the small and the bigger now. Tell me what them figure now. I see them all in for peace, but not justice. Snacky ya know duties, it's no fun again. Easy cash, blood money, it a run again. Pay gunman down tongue again. Trigger happy cowboy. The West can't be one again. I want to some of them. Walk away if you want, yeah. Can even run if you want. Hey, you can't run from your heart, yeah. And I mean, say, you can't have what you want to. Do just what you want to do. You can't run away from yourself. Yeah, Rastafari on the hill again. With me children, planting the food, cause just said the selfie till again. Times hard, but you have to chill again. Can't go bother with the crime, gun violence, and blood spill again. I know you can't afford to bring it in. Now why is your guns to the killer them? Another body drop down still again. It's a better future. Me a will them roll. So me say, walk away if you want, yeah. Run away if you want, yeah. You can't run from your heart, yeah. And you can't talk what you want to, yeah. Do just what you wanna do, yeah. You can't run away from yourself. Fight to deliver now. The lightning in the words when me yaki ya know. To the small and the bigger now. Tell me what them figure now. I see them crying for peace, but not justice. Nagi ya know duties, it's no fun again. Yeah. Blood money it a yes run again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, oh. Walk away if you want, yeah. And you can even run if you want. You can't run from your eyes. And you can't talk what you want to. Do just what you wanna do. You can't run away from yourself. Rasta man, me day up on the hill again. With me children, planting the food, cause just said the selfie till again. Times hard, but we fish chill again. No bother with the gun crime, blood spill again. I know you can't afford to bring it in now. Why is your guns to the killer them? Yeah. Promise I talk it, man. You don't know the thing said Rastafari live. Rastafari.
You know how we do. Promise, no promise with that music, that great vibe. You know how we do. We're gonna drop some more music, pay the bills, and come right back. You know how we do. The Rush, it's different each and every day of the week. And of course, Mondays made for the champions. We motivate you on a Monday.
Strike the balance. Rastafari, Empressman and I. The earth will be stable.
You're tuning in.
Run into his arms of refuge. Hey, just tell me, say, run
run into his arms of care. Whoa, to tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yes, to tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Hey, when I'm in down in deep distress, hold on, and in times of loneliness, he said he'd lift me up, take me to the mountain tops. So I just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yeah, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Whoa, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yeah, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Oh, when my enemies surround me and confound me, and they try to run me down to the ground, he said to have no fear, oh Lord, 'cause I'll be taking care. So just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yeah, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Whoa, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yes, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Oh Lord, he's my light and my salvation. So who shall I fear? He's always taking care, when I'm far or near, and he rides me from the storm. Do me no harm, protected in his arms. Just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yeah, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Whoa, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yes, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yeah, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of refuge. Yes, just tell myself, run, 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 run into his arms of care. Oh yes, he is my shield and buckler. He is my arm and defense. Jah is my guide. Yeah. Majesty. Yeah man, give thanks for giving up thanks. I think you're everlasting, I faithful, you know. This one I gonna lick them bumbuckler head. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a please me step on them rant. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, now come tell me say you want. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a please me step on them rant. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, now come tell me say you want. Yeah. Rastafari, show the people them how to live upright. Ancestral knowledge and insight. Meditation transcending the eyesight. Who can hear, who wears and lips still tight. Was a blessing at the kiss, she had a good night. Till a 4-day morning, till a sunlight. Come up and catch the moon and run him tail. It was quiet now. Hey. It was quiet, yeah. Long. Quite to see me brethren, them I nine. Quite to see me people, them stop fight. Quarrel and a bicker and a backbite. Bun a hater, bun a fake and never left right. Kill them with the love like shine so bright. Now you think no time for no rewrite. Social conduct, construct, socialite, yeah. Rastafari, show the people them how to live upright. Ancestral knowledge and insight, yeah. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a place, me say burn them wrath. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, no come tell me say you want. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a place, me say burn them wrath. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, no come tell me say you want, yeah. We are living in a time of revelation. Natural droughts and floods, war and devastation. Hey. No more time to wonder, no more time to gaze. Pass me the key, Casablanca we are blessed. Hey. From Guyana to Morocco, around the world and round the clock we clocking pesos in Mexico, the rum in Alcabul and still the pound is so heavy and still the beat is so steady and Rastafari ever ready for the Gideon. Hey, Rastaman a chant, Babylon a place, me say burn them wrath. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, no come tell me say you want. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a place, me say burn them wrath. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs. Majesty. Yeah man, give thanks for giving up thanks. I think you're everlasting, I faithful, you know.
Slam Radio, London's Good Times Radio.
Need help disposing of those large items your standard garbage service won't or can't remove? Looking to get rid of old furniture? Not sure how to ditch those old appliances you stored away in your basement or backyard? Have construction debris to remove? Having a bunch of junk lying around can be an eyesore. And not to mention, failure to get garbage pickup can cause problems like bacteria and mold growth. Finally ready to get rid of your excess garbage? Well, no need to worry. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Let the friendly professionals at Solomon Garbage and Junk Removal Services handle it for you. Why not turn to the #1 source for safe, fast, affordable, and of course environmentally friendly trash hauling services in the New York tri-state area? Do it for you. We handle commercial and residential jobs. Everything and anything goes. Contact us at 347-898-2419 or 347-336-8526 or visit us on the web at SolomonGarbageandJunkRemoval.com. Let us do your dirty work for you.
Hot and clear, blaze the chalice, make the water go some. It make we go so, we make it go some. Yeah, you know this is Guinea Pepper the Saga. Mr. Backlack, some ganja pan so over them, so over the overload, representing for Hot and Clear Radio, the biggest, the baddest. Just don't change your dial. Let's make trial.
When you need quality, affordable machinery parts, Eddie's Machinery Parts Supplies is there for your needs. Bobcat, Doosan, Yanmar, Isuzu, Kubota, and other machinery parts. Parts ranging from seal kits, bushings, pins, alternators, starters, solenoids, filters, mufflers, water and oil cylinders, fans and switches. We also stock engine rebuild kits, undercarriage parts, rubber and metal tracks, rollers, motors, sprockets and buckets, lubricant, engine, hydraulic oil, gear oil and grease for your machinery. 83 Old Road, Eccles, East Bank, Demerara. Contact us on 698-0535 or WhatsApp 600-3619 or 233-2635.
The beat of the Caribbean. Majestic music. The sound of the now generation.
Be a part of the fastest growing media platform, period. Let Majestic Music Radio take your product, service, or business to the next level. Our 24-hour radio platform reaches a huge listening audience in and around the tri-state area and beyond. Advertise with us and watch your sales grow. At Majestic, we can create and produce your 30 or 60-second commercial. Call 347-803-0051 to set up an appointment today. Majestic Music Radio, the beat of the Caribbean in New York.
Majestic Music Radio, beat of the Caribbean in New York. Non-stop entertainment 24 hours daily, featuring talk shows, DJs, and so much more. So call us 347-803-0051. Advertise with us today, 347-803-0051. Majestic Music Radio, where the beat counts. You heard?
The views, information, or opinions expressed during this program are solely those of the host, guests, and callers involved in the program and do not necessarily represent the views of Majestic Music Radio, its management, other hosts, or advertisers. Majestic Music is not responsible and does not verify for accuracy of any of the information contained in this radio program. This program does not constitute medical or professional advice and is solely for entertainment purposes only.
Show me processing is necessary. Know this, even if you find
You're tuned in. Like that, I always rock the Guyana'S music all the time.
Most I Jah, deliver and protect always. Right about now, we need to draw nearer and nearer to the Most High. No matter who you are, where you are. See? Yes, sir. Never get to you strength.
Yes, I know. I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us. No matter how them a fight and a fuss. Oh, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Oh, the system set away. Graduate from university with student loan to pay. But the little money where we earn, I know that left me concerned. Oh, how can we survive when our basic needs are costing more than our salary? Oh, yeah. The system they create is to keep us slaving, working, building their economy. Oh, Lord. I know they don't care for the poor, but we need some open doors. Jah, please go before. Can't take the pressure no more. Cause I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us. No matter how them a fight and a fuss. No, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Yeah, no more them can't trick us. Cause them used to give the youth them round the road big gun fi boss. The youths them wise up. I want them meds and them a rise now. Youths go on the faith. Cause I tell you I know that Jah is great. Oh, cause I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us. No matter how them a fight and a fuss. No, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Yeah, although they depress us, in order to see victory hunt your goal, no idle stuff. Get on you, just hold on. You have the strength, my brother, just press on. Keep holding on. Empress men enchant the songs. Keep holding on. No matter the pagan them a gone. Cause we were born kings and queens. Take control, take the lead. We were born kings and queens. Take control, take the lead. We were born kings and queens. Time to take the lead. With perseverance we'll achieve. Selassie, I will give us what we need. Cause I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us. No matter how them a fight and a fuss. No, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Yeah.
In the beginning was the iris, and then it became the word, and then it manifests after it took onto the flesh. If you do your works, Spiritual
You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyanese music all the time.
It's biblical. Hey, no confuse, no get it twisted, y'all. Spiritual world, ja. The spiritual, physical world, ja. This physical, biblical world, ja. It's biblical. Message to all individual. You got to practice righteousness. Only so you see your works can manifest in the flesh. It's just a clear conscience. A Rastafari, he'll still a city. Yes, I bless. Oh yes, I give him eyes. Judge and mold us in this image to be of his likeness. Oh yes, some have ear and still deaf, have eyes and still no sight. This spiritual world, ja. The spiritual, physical world, ja. This physical, biblical world, ja. This biblical. Hey. Message to all individual, spiritual world, ja. The spiritual, physical world, ja. This physical, biblical world, ja. This biblical. Hey. No confuse, no get it twisted, ja. You can't hold a spiritual calm. To behold ya in the spiritual form. Like how you see babies does born. And the most high works are perform. Still a carry on. Some a go hope your man fi go bomb. And I say them a some man demon. Hey, give thanks me know the real man. Myself and where I belong. Spiritual world, ja. The spiritual, physical world, ja. This physical, biblical world, ja. This biblical. Hey, no confuse, no get it twisted, y'all. Physical world, ja. This physical, biblical world, ja. This biblical, spiritual world, ja. This spiritual. Message to all individual immoralities of your flesh. Makes your spiritual grief. You feed your lust now and later on your excuses. Yeah, the devil come deceive. Face reality, no Jah is real. I know he's the powers I feel. Use your logics when at the Bible you are read. Wisdom, understanding and knowledge from Jah you will receive. This is spiritual world, Jah. The spiritual, physical world, Jah. This physical, biblical world, ja. This biblical. Message to all individual, biblical world, ja. This biblical, physical world, ja. This physical, spiritual world, ja. It's spiritual. Hey, no confuse, no get it twisted, y'all. Biblical world, ja. This biblical, physical world, ja. This physical, spiritual world. No confuse, no get it.
No really matter if my life is a disaster. Only one spiritual being make better. It's the Almighty. I love my friend, I love my enemy, I love all my family. One creator living, all are we is the Almighty. I never ever will forget all of the lessons Almighty teaches me. All of the goodness I receive and all the miracles Almighty shows me. When storm is rising in my sky and all the corners of the clouds are looking strange, I never worry cause I know exactly who and what will give me good change. Positive change, yeah. It's only the Almighty help me. It's only the Almighty keep me. It's only the Almighty guide me. It's only the Almighty in me. It's only the Almighty help me. It's only the Almighty keep me. It's only the Almighty guide me. It's only the Almighty.
grace I receive and all the miracles Almighty shows me.
You're tuned in.
When storm is rising in my sky and all the colors of the clouds are looking strange. I never worry cause I know exactly who and what will give me good change. Positive change, yeah. It's only the Almighty help me. It's only the Almighty keep me. It's only the Almighty guide me. It's only the Almighty in me. It's only the Almighty help me. It's only the Almighty keep me. It's only the Almighty guide me. It's only the Almighty in me. Listen to what me tell you now, all is the greatest. Almighty supernatural and the devil is a pest. The devil is a quick 100 meter of sweat out of it. Almighty is 10 miles effortless. The devil is like a silver coin, light and frail. Almighty is all nature and life everywhere. Oh, come join in one loving team on the scene, bathe in righteousness and keep your heart clean. It's only the Almighty, mighty, 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 Almighty. It's only the Almighty.
It's now 17 minutes after y'all. We're back with you in the Rush, Guyana's Industry Show. You know how we drop and bust that music out of 83,000 square miles on a Monday. We motivate you. We're going to drop one more when we get back. We get into today's discussion. You can hit me up on +592 641 0945. Leave your comments or questions in the comment section. You know how we do. Mondays made for the jams.
You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyanese music all the time. Jackie Jacks.
That's the voice of the late great Troy Sivan singing the Lord's song. You know how we do in the Rush, Guyana's industry show. So we're gonna jump into today's discussion. We want to talk a little bit about the music industry. There's been so much happening in terms of the development of the music industry. I'm talking about globally, but today we want to zoom in a lot on what's happening in the Caribbean, and of course the Caribbean and Guyana, because we're all part of a system called CARICOM, togetherness as one unit. And, we want to talk a little bit about, the effect of the music business, what it has been doing in terms of affecting what's going on in the Caribbean. A lot of people may or may not know, the effects of the music business in the Caribbean. But it has a lot to do with, who we are as a people, our development, or overall development, actually, and what we can and cannot do in affecting the way we develop in the Caribbean and the music industry. So I want to give you an idea of overall, because these are some of the questions that, some people have been asking, some people have been sending me questions over the weekend. They're saying, okay, so what is the what impact is music overall? Well, just to give you an idea of what kind of money we're talking about in the music industry, the music industry in terms of U.S. dollars globally is worth $29.6 billion. All right, and it really impacts any economy that has that diversification in its economy to allow their creatives to thrive and to benefit from the music industry. All right. The other aspect of this is another point in the question that was asked was who owns the music industry, or who has the majority share in the music industry. Well, there are several companies that do have what I would say a monopoly on the music industry, or 90% of the global music market is accounted for by EMI Records, Sony, Video Universal, AOL, Time Warner, and BMG. Those are like the major players in the music industry, as well as the biggest player in the music industry presently is UMG, or what is called Universal Music Group. All right, they are the biggest players in the music industry. I gotta say a big morning to the guys from VP Records. Those are my people. Shout out to Miss Chin, Richard Chin, and the whole fam. They've been representing for the Caribbean, and they've tried over decades to really promote the culture and the music from the Caribbean. Now, we as the collective from the Caribbean need to understand what effect, how do we nurture, how do we grow that part of our industry that can then benefit us here in the Caribbean. Because really and truly, if we do total the Caribbean sales in the industry, it's not much. We're talking about 972,000, US dollars in 2025. And then there's a major issue that seems to be rearing its head, is that in the upcoming years, let's say in 2020, in 2030, we're scheduled to be reduced. There's a negative in the annual development of the growth in music monies that's supposed to be coming into the Caribbean. So we've definitely got to look at this trend, and globally that's happening with the music, and make some decisions in terms of how we're going to move our our cultural development forward. Because if there's a serious cutback in the music, if there's a serious cutback in the music industry, how are we going to move forward? How are we going to develop then as, a group, um, you know, sharing our culture with the world is going to be seriously difficult because we do not have the monies to really engage, because of course it takes a lot of money to promote, to market, to to get on several platforms, to have your music out there. So if we're not able to garner income, all right, how are we going to move forward? How are we going to develop an industry that we think that we should have in the Caribbean? We think that we should have a growing music industry in the Caribbean. But again, we've got to look at how we diversify what we have. And I think this is a major issue. I think CARICOM's involvement is needed. Overall, we need to, look at the issue and then make a decision on how we collectively, as the people involved from the Caribbean, how do we collectively move forward? I've heard the Attorney General of Guyana saying that, listen, we're gonna have a overall look at the issue of IP and the way forward when we have the CARICOM heads of government meetings, and CARICOM will be looking at that issue collectively. I think we need to fast track a lot of these things because we are no way on the global scale. If the entire income coming in from the music industry is only tantamount to $972,000 in 2025, and the projections for 2030 shows that we're not going to be competing on a global scale, that poses a very big issue, for the Caribbean creatives and the artists, because where is that money? Where's the funding going to come from to really uphold, our culture, our cultural diversity, our music, all of that? Where's that money going to come from? Because again, money is the driving force. We need that economic power. And as I mentioned earlier, we're talking about 29.6 billion, not million, but 29.6 billion dollars goes into the, is what is made annually. This is the annual projection. In 2024, it was 29.6 billion in 2024, and it should be up 4.8% in 2025 and 2030. So we're talking about it's growing, but who is really benefiting from the growth of the music industry? Who is really benefiting and making money from the cultural, from the music? A lot of people have said, well, Malachi, it's about those who have monies, and there's cultural misappropriation or appropriation of culture. But what we have to understand as well, and I think I tend to agree with the Barbadian Prime Minister, Mayor Motley, when she said at one point that, we as a Caribbean have to look at social media differently and see the effects of social media on our culture and our, diversity. And that diversity helps to keep us who we are, one, and helps us to represent on an international scale. That's different. Because if we're all going to be on social media and our cultural diversity is all washed away, then how do we have a product that, can sell? How do we have music that's different to everybody else's music? Because if you don't know, the Caribbean has been responsible for several things globally. For example, Trinidad and Tobago had a music industry way before Jamaica. And this is stuff that we do not learn in our historical facts. A matter of fact, Trinidad and Tobago is the only country in the 20th century to create a musical instrument. All right? And that's the steel pan. Accreditation has not gone to Trinidad for the steel pan. And I notice now that, I think a Japanese company is doing instruments. It's very, very similar to the steel pan. All they've done is flipped the steel pan over Instead of having the concave, they've got the convex. So it's more on the outside, more than playing inside the pan. So it gives a little variation in sound. But the whole concept of that came from Trinidad and Tobago, and that came directly from our people being enslaved. All right, and that enslavement, out of that enslavement, we decided, okay, how do we, how do we create, how do we benefit, how do we help to nurture our people, give them that unique sound, and hence, the steel pan came out of that, and then later on, out of the steel pan came calypso, and calypso has kind of is the foundation. I look at calypso music as the foundation of all the music coming out of the Caribbean, whether it's a shanto out of Guyana, whether it's soca music coming out of Trinidad and the rest of the Caribbean. All of it has been influenced by the original base, which is the calypso. And we've got to give kudos to those artists who basically traveled the Caribbean. We're talking about people from Guyana like Lord Fighter and Lord Canary, who went to Trinidad and Tobago and kind of got involved with their industry, helped to build that industry. The Mighty Sparrow and Shadow and Crazy and all those authentic Calypsonians who also traveled the Caribbean. They also came to Guyana. As a matter of fact, the Mighty Sparrow really enhanced his craft in Guyana, in Linden, in Berbice, all those areas. And, they built something that was totally unique. All right. But nowadays, due to social media and the effects of social media, we have a change in the original, authentic Caribbean vibe and the Caribbean sound. So I believe strongly that in order for us to preserve that sound and that culture, we need to make a conscious effort to protect it and also to nurture it and to inject the capital needed to maintain our culture in the Caribbean, or else sooner or later it's going to be washed away, because social media is affecting everything. It's causing, what I would call a similarity or assimilation. We're assimilating other people's culture, which is not our cultural base. These are things that we need to understand as people in the Caribbean. So if overall music in the world globally is $29.6 billion, and we are only able to, we're not even hitting $1 billion in that, but we're hitting like 972K overall coming to the Caribbean. We need to change that. I remember in the early 90s, Jamaica was getting a contribution of almost $1.3 billion in the music industry at one point in time. So we seem to be falling back in projections in terms of what we're going to be making in the Caribbean. In 2030, we're projected to make even less. We're reducing to a number of like 753.42 thousand. 753,000 in 2030. That is what the Caribbean is projected to be having. We're going to be falling back instead of going forward. And how do we maintain our culture if we're falling back? Where are we going to get the monies? So overall in the Caribbean, we need to look at the issue. And coming out of Guyana now, all right, let's take a greater look at Guyana, because I do believe, based on talks that I've been having with the new government, the Attorney General is going to be looking at the issue for Guyana, although he said he will look to CARICOM. CARICOM is the overall umbrella. They are already creating a regime. And a lot of the CARICOM territories have done this long ago. They have ensured that their intellectual property right laws protect what they have at home. So we need those same issues to be dealt with at home in Guyana to protect our intellectual property. Not only to protect it, but to ensure that the enforcement of those laws are critical to maintaining what we have. If we have a case, for example, where there is less money coming into the Caribbean, And Guyana now, because of our oil and gold industries that are booming, we have the potential to inject capital into our cultural and creative areas. We need to do that. As a matter of fact, there was a meeting of the UK ambassador and the US ambassador the other day, where they gave awards to a Guyanese writer for her accomplishment with a brand new book called The Leash. And I think that it is helping that, a lot of the metropolitan countries are looking at the creatives in Guyana and saying to the government of Guyana that, listen, you need to inject a lot more capital into the creatives and to help to build, what we have. It is needed for us to build what we have and not just leave it there to fall apart. So I do believe that if we concentrate a lot more attention, and I'm hoping that the new government with the two new ministers, the two ministers now, because at one point in time we just had Charles Ramson as the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport. But I do believe with the injection of this new minister in that area as well, the junior minister within that ministry, we're going to have a lot more growth and movement, because you're not going to have one minister who has to focus on every single aspect of the culture, youth, and sport. But we have another minister who can then look at how we help to foster and how we help to build the creative industries in Guyana differently, especially the music industry. So these are some of the things that I'm hoping that changes the dynamic in what we have, as well as those people who are functioning, the producers, the consultants, all the people who are in the music business presently. It's not an industry as yet, but it's a business. We're trying to ensure that there's a formalization of whatever it is that we're doing to make it so that we then create an industry. But we do need a framework that helps to build. We need a framework from, through Parliament, through laws, that will help to build that framework through the Broadcast Commission, through the radio stations, through the TV stations, through the businesses on the ground, the hotels, the clubs, all these people that use music. They've got to understand that you cannot use people's productions for free. And because Guyana's got this culture of being the Pirates of the Caribbean for so long, we've kind of caught ourselves, we have to have a cultural shift. And in creating that cultural shift, like I mentioned on several occasions, we need to have the PSIs on radio. We need to develop a different culture of nurturing what we have at home and to develop that as well. So we got to look at these issues very seriously moving forward. And I know that the new administration is fervently moving towards that, looking at the issue, trying to make sure that they create an environment that fosters development, especially for the youth. And if you're going to foster that development for the youth, you've got to look at the IP law issue. It needs to be upgraded. It needs to be developed. And I'm not talking about just Guyana alone. I'm talking about the entire Caribbean. We've got to work together in CARICOM to have one perspective on how we, build up our industries, our creative industries, and how we inject capital, because capital is very important to build any industry. We can't expect it to be built just on a whim. So we got to inject that capital, and the governments of the day have to understand coming together through CARICOM can be a big boost in helping us to build this, cultural image and music and all of that we see that can happen throughout the Caribbean. Just about 20 minutes to the top of the hour. I was hoping to be joined by my co-host Martin Al Amin. Seems to be having a little technical difficulties as we try to link that up. But stay glued to The Rush, Guyana's industry show each and every day of the week, from Monday to Friday, 1 to 4 in the UK, 8 to 11 in the USA, Canada, Guyana, and the Caribbean. We got more music, more vibe. You know how we drop and bust that music out of 83,000 square miles. Stay glued. Don't go nowhere.
Woo! People progressing life
not see no stopping, no. This we do it with life. And me not see no red light, no. This we do it with life. And me not see no stopping, no. This way me do it with life. And me not see no red light.
When legion at the red light, world gas pass. Spark the urban at the coachy, puff pass. See the plate at the Benz, and that top who start. And plus it fast. But war, and a nothing me a stash. Me member, but if I brain food, put it in the calabash. Phone from the gal was money, bant and me lash. Let them come over, cause we have the place now. Fire will gas down. Oh, yo.
This we do it with life. And we not see no stopping, no. This we do it with life. And we not see no red light, no. This we do it with life. And me not see no stopping, no. This way me do it with life. And me not see no red light.
Rotten for me, surely I will sing for them. There's a time and a season to everything. A time to die, a time to live, a time for disappointment, and a time to progress in life.
If I should have showed them, hey, oh, why man, hey, survive, them would have never asked me why Jah keep me alive, yes. The sound of victory, silence we not make noise. From the depths of heights, me tell them we rise. We do it with life. And we not see no stopping, no. This we do it with life. And we not see no red light, no. This we do it with life. And me not see no stopping, no. This way me do it with life. And me not see no red light.
Trust me, the only place you're going to get that music and that vibe is right here in the Rush, Guyana's industry show. Of course, we're going to drop some more, step aside, pay some bills. When we get back with you in the third and the final hour, we get back into today's discussion. We're going to pick it up about, what's happening in the political sphere in Guyana as well. Stay glued.
Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come on and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Never let them come wrong and divide it. That's the only way they can really rule it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Live life like we are the cricket. Together we jump for a six or a wicket. Yeah, together we win, together we lose. Such is life, we not have to choose. Yeah, Chivlasha 60 and we happy. When the man out the stadium feel empty. Yeah, we fear it down, but then we get up again. Cause we know that team I start batting. Yeah. Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come on and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Never let them come wrong and divide it. That's the only way they can really rule it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Rakesh and Jeremy, a friend from nursery. Them boys share them dumpling and a curry. Them turn big man, you know them turn enemy. For that we thank PPP and TNC. As a little boy, me never know about Black and Coolie. I me know Shiba, no power represent.
You're tuned in.
We are dreams to the represent we country. The one we are dreams to every country. Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come along and rearrange. We tell them no, we not depend pound down. Tell them no, I be this and they panda. Never let them come wrong and divide me. That's the only way they can really rule me. Tell them no, we not the pound down. Tell them no, I be this and they panda. Rally round one another, Guyana'S. Like David Rudder rallied round the Windies. These are the times that we need another Clive Lloyd. Mola team and bridge this divide. Forget the politics in the game. Guyana first goal remains the same. Some outsiders propagating of trash. The intention is another whitewash. So be clever like chemo from Saxacali. And bowl them with this delivery. Never let politicians come and change we. Never let them come wrong and rearrange we. Tell them no, we not the pound up. Tell them no, I be this and the panda. Never let them come wrong and divide me. That's the only way they can really rule me. Tell them no, we not the pound up. Tell them no, we be not the panda.
Oh yeah, everything takes time. Give it to time. Mount Zion so divine. Free body, soul and mind. Rasta show them a sign. Give it to time. Everything is time. Eyes open up but still blind. Just leave it to time. Written in books of history. See and heard all the mystery. From the start of time, Babylon mentally feed us with sad story. Them come up with them genocide plan. Man-made disease and them nuclear bomb. As the evil acts into law to enslave and eradicate certain nations. Time, give it to time. Babylon system losing its mind. Yeah, time, give it to time. Rastafari teaching so divine. Global warming is a threat. Air pollution take your last breath. A hole in the earth ozone. Go live on Mars, our best bet. Processed food, your body destruction. Number one killer, prescription. Poor in a poverty while the rich get richer. A revelation. Time, give it to time. Babylon system losing its mind. Yeah, time, give it to time. Rastafari teaching so divine. Clock is ticking, mankind is losing hope. Got to get serious, you can't take life for a joke. This new generation, wake up and start taking notes. Signs is everywhere, this world we provoke. Time, give it to time. Babylon system losing its mind. Yeah, time, give it to time. Rastafari teaching so divine. Give it to time. Mount Zion so divine. Free body, soul and mind. Rasta show them a sign. Give it to time. Everything is time. Eyes open up but still blind. Just leave it to time. Time, give it to time. Babylon system losing its mind. Yeah, time, give it to time. Rastafari teaching so divine.
You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time.
me shall win. The battle scars on my skin, but yet still me sit on top of the victory like a lizard on a limb. Hey, my faith up like Job. Now go sell out when you get up down the road. Now get fed up and give up. Yeah, we fill my cup. Watch me now. Blessings overload. That is why I don't worry when the trials begin. There's always an open door. I have all the assurance to win. In Him I feel safe and secure. The ladder will be greater than the former, and that is a guarantee. It's the mind of a matter for me. Ooh, I know that there is more to my story. Getting over with me yet. I'm telling you there's more to my story. See, it's a win that is already set. No matter what the enemy chat about, you'll never ever get to cut me out. 'Cause there's more to my story. Getting over with me yet, yeah. I don't worry when the trials begin. There's always an open door. And I have the assurance to win. In Him I feel safe and secure. The latter will be greater than the former, and that is a guarantee. It's a mind of a matter for me. I know that there is more to my story. Getting over with me yet. I'm telling you there's more to my story. See, it's a win that is already set. No matter what the enemy chat about, you'll never ever get to count me out. 'Cause there's more to my story. Getting over with me yet. Yeah, sing it out. Keep holding on, things will change. It's already been arranged. I know we'll never ever leave you. His promises are true.
Slam Radio, London's Good Times Radio.
Need help disposing of those large items your standard garbage service won't or can't remove? Looking to get rid of old furniture? Not sure how to ditch those old appliances you stored away in your basement or backyard? Have construction debris to remove? Having a bunch of junk lying around can be an eyesore. And not to mention, failure to get garbage pickup can cause problems like bacteria and mold growth. Finally ready to get rid of your excess garbage? Well, no need to worry. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Let the friendly professionals at Solomon Garbage and Junk Removal Services handle it for you. Why not turn to the #1 source for safe, fast, affordable, and of course environmentally friendly trash hauling services in the New York tri-state area? Do it for you. We handle commercial and residential jobs. Everything and anything goes. Contact us at 347-898-2419 or 347-336-8556 or visit us on the web at SolomonGarbageandJunkRemoval.com. Let us do your dirty work for you.
Cut and clear, blaze the chalice, make the water go. It make we go so, we make it go so. Yeah, you know this is Guinea Pepper the Saga. Mr. Backlack, some ganja pan so over them, Mr. so over the overload, representing for Cut and Clear Radio, the biggest, the baddest. Just don't change your dial. Let's make trial.
When you need quality, affordable machinery parts, Eddie's Machinery Parts Supplies is there for your needs. Bobcat, Doosan, Yanmar, Isuzu, Kubota, and other machinery parts. Parts ranging from seal kits, bushings, pins, alternators, starters, solenoids, filters, mufflers, water and oil cylinders, fans and switches. We also stock engine rebuild kits, undercarriage parts, rubber and metal tracks, rollers, motors, sprockets and buckets, lubricant, engine, hydraulic oil, gear oil and grease for your machinery. 83 Old Road, Eccles, East Bank, Demerara. Contact us on 698-0535 or WhatsApp 600-3619 or 233-2635.
Need help disposing of those large items your standard garbage service won't or can't remove? Looking to get rid of old furniture? Not sure how to ditch those old appliances you stored away in your basement or backyard? Have construction debris to remove? Having a bunch of junk lying around can be an eyesore. And not to mention, failure to get garbage pickup can cause problems like bacteria and mold growth. Finally ready to get rid of your excess garbage? Well, no need to worry. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Let the friendly professionals at Solomon Garbage and Junk Removal Services handle it for you. Why not turn to the #1 source for safe, fast, affordable, and of course environmentally friendly trash hauling services in the New York tri-state area? Do it for you. We handle commercial and residential jobs. Everything and anything goes. Contact us at 347-898-2419 or 347-336-8556 or visit us on the web at SolomonGarbageAndJunkRemoval.com. Let us do your dirty work for you.
The beat of the Caribbean. Majestic music. The sound of the now generation.
Be a part of the fastest growing media platform, period. Let Majestic Music Radio take your product, service, or business to the next level. Our 24-hour radio platform reaches a huge listening audience in and around the tri-state area and beyond. Advertise with us and watch your sales grow. At Majestic, we can create and produce your 30 or 60-second commercial. Call 347-803-0051 to set up an appointment today. Majestic Music Radio, the beat of the Caribbean in New York.
Majestic Music Radio, beat of the Caribbean in New York. Non-stop entertainment 24 hours daily, featuring talk shows, DJs, and so much more. So call us 347-803-0051. Advertise with us today. 347-803-0051. Majestic Music Radio, where the beat counts. You heard?
The views, information, or opinions expressed during this program are solely those of the host, guests, and callers involved in the program and do not necessarily represent the views of Majestic Music Radio, its management, other hosts, or advertisers. Majestic Music is not responsible and does not verify for accuracy of any of the information contained in this radio program. This program does not constitute medical or professional advice and is solely for entertainment purposes only.
Give thanks to the Almighty. Matter what the people may say. Unto see me pray. Listen what me talk and I say. Hey, I pray. Give thanks to the Almighty. Matter what the people may say. Unto see me pray. Listen what me talk and I say. Hey, I see them coming each and every day in highway. Office stand firm, take me time and obey. Ask Jah for guide me through the morning and the day. Hey, Sufferation is each and every way. It's east, west, north and south, I want obey. But still, me a feel conscious what me say. Me a feel stand for when me start pray. I pray, give thanks to the Almighty. What the people may say, come to see me pray. Listen what we talk and I say. Hey, I pray. If thanks to the Almighty. Matter what the people may say, come to see me pray. Listen what we talk and I say. Hey, I see them coming each and every day in highway. Office stand firm, take me time and obey. Who on the mic and this the original day. Hey, come to see me dark and I. Sufferation is each and every way. This is west, north and south, I want obey. But still, me a feel conscious what we say. Me a feel stand for when we start praying. I pray, give thanks to the Almighty. Matter what the people may say, come to see me pray. Listen what we talk and I say. Hey, I see them coming each and every day in highway. Office stand firm, take me time and obey. Ask
It's job to guide me through the morning and the day. Hey, sufferation is each and every way. Is east, west, north and south, I man obey. But still, me have to conscious what me say. Me have to stand firm when me start pray. Hey, I pray. If thanks to the Almighty, matter what the people may say. Unto see me pray, listen what we talk and I say.
Divine strength to Jaja, as they turn along. Singing man will never give up, we never will, and we'll never give up. No, Congo man will never give up, and we never will. Oh yes, I got to live up. Hey, Singing man will never give up, and we never will, and I will never give up. No, Congo man will never give up. You know we never will. You will got to live on. Hey. Yeah, you know I've been through a lot, so I've got to share love with who I've got. I'm so glad I don't have to wait and we'll chat. I won't perform your evil act. No. All when they try to curse you, within the mind they try to reverse you. In everything the wicked wanna curse you, but they could never hurt you. Hey, I pray to Jah, so that the children be better off. Yeah. And I pray to Jah, repatriation, hope we get across. King man will never give up, I will never will, I will never give up. No, Congo man will never give up, I will never will. Oh yes, I got to live on. Hey, King man will never give up, I will never will, I will never give up. No, Congo man will never give up, I will never will. Oh yes, I got to live on. Yeah, don't let no one play with your time. If they coming up straight with you, fine. You got something to say, don't say it in your mind, or else you would be wasting time. Hey,
you're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time.
Unbuckle yourself, you know. Them a go fall, what you know. I say to my brother, you got to be strong, you got to be firm, and help your sister as you trod along with the message of the song. And I pray to Jah, so that the children will be better out. And I pray to Jah, repatriation, hope we get across. Singing man will never give up, we never will, we will never give up. No, Congo man will never give up, no, we never will. Yeah, we got to live out. Yeah, Congo man will never give up, no, we never will, we will never give up. No, Congo man will never give up, no, we never will. Oh yes, we got to live out. Yeah. The system want to kill me out, that's not a joke. So me up the words that put the Islam on me smoke. Throw me out the protect the lungs on me tongue. I'm raising out the make a note. Hey, we tell them to not take no iniquity road. No listen no word from no iniquity road. Them cause the pressure on the inner city road. You them a cry out. Hey, yeah, yeah. You man will never give up. No, we never will. You know we'll never give up. No, Congo man will never give up. No, we never will. Oh yes, they got to live up. Hey, you man will never give up.
cried and I felt I lost her in a way. As I went out of the door, I knew I was on my own. Oh yeah. And trying to make it as a man, I went through thick and thin, trying hard not to sin. And in my quiet times, I remember what my mama meant.
You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time. Jackie Jack.
As I was about to leave, Mama told me, go on, my son, go ahead and face the world. But out there, things are bad and good. And if the things don't work your way, you can come back home. My open arms will catch you if you fall. My time has come for me to face the world. Mama told me, go on, my son, go ahead and face the world. But all the things are bad and good. But if things don't go your way, you can come back home. My open arms will catch you if you fall. My mama told me, go on, my son, go ahead and face the world. But all the things are bad and good. And if the things don't work your way, you can come back home. My open arms will catch you if you fall. My open arms will catch you if you fall. My open arms will catch you if you fall.
I and I chant down the walls of oppression with words, powers, and sound. Whoa, yeah. Highly high, and you knew my call most high. Why some leaders in this time don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light whether day or night. Highly high, and you knew my call most high. Why some leaders in this time don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light, shine forth. Wine and mockery, they defend while living a life of false pretense. Rebuking the poor and starving children. Don't follow the evil art, them and them wicked friends. Down punks we like no ball, make we roll up again. No love, cruelty I behold. Mr. Small delete and Mr. Big God so cold. Oppression we citing it more. To get a daily mean of ghetto youths never showed. Highly high, you my call most high. Why some leaders in the world don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light whether day or night. Highly high, you my call most high. Why some leaders in the world don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light, shine forth. Oh Father of iration, shine your light on this day. desolation. So highly high, you need my call most high. Why some leaders in the world don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light whether day or night. Highly high, you need my call most high. Why some leaders in the world don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light, shine forth. The things that they invented get out of control. They never teach the multitude about your role is role. Demonize, manipulate, it's not in
You're
our
tuned in
control.
to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time.
The suffering destitute who can't find their own. You treat them like a dog without a bone. Oh, what a twilight zone. So highly high, you need my call most high. Why some leaders in the world don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light whether day or night. Highly high, you need my call most high. Why some leaders in the world don't have no vision or sight? Selassie I, who rules over I, shine forth your light, shine forth.
Why fire burn them drugs? Yo, I not DP Records is not lie. Hey, Rasta seed practically, and then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then is bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually, and then me want the proper color. And them would rather pop a Molly than is bare folly going on. For sheer spliff nowadays I just can't bother. Cause some in only rolling up the weed with grabber. No is all kinds of other things they're putting inside. Talking about it make them bother. So there's no love for them one another. And there's no enough feed them mama and them dada. Who in sniffing them a swallow. I not just now follow past me chalwa. Rasta seed practically. And then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then is bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. Them don't support the ganja rally. And them would rather pop a Molly than is somebody gonna murder. If it's not Molly, then the sugar and the eggs. White rum, cocaine and cigarettes. Sprite with cough, syrup and Xanax. It's only Jah know where them coming with next. I know we mashing up the youths them head. Them excited when I drink a figure press. Said them want see inside of somebody flesh. Them like when people dead. Why? Rasta seed practically. Them me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then is bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. Them don't support the ganja rally. And them would rather pop a Molly than is bare folly going on. Enough youths get caught in the web. But this time youth you need to reflect on yourself and show some respect. Your parents' teachings don't forget. Mindful of the friends you select. But influence that get the check. Anytime, anywhere it get the check. You know we step it, get recheck. Hey, Rasta seed practically. And then me want the proper color. Everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. Them don't support the ganja rally. And them would rather pop a Molly than somebody gonna murder. Rasta seed practically. And them me want the color. Everybody popping Molly, then is bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. And them me want the color. Like everybody popping Molly, then is bare robbery and
What is the Isla Man there with Substance, Mental Substance? That one is called. Just about 19 minutes after the hour, we're back with you in the Rush, Guyana's industry show. Trust me, The only place you're going to get the music and the real vibe of 83,000 square miles is right here with me. And of course, my co-host Martin Al Amin. You know, that Rasta man been talking some real consciousness. I remember one time when, you know, Rasta man was like the voice of the people for real. You know, not only educated, but they had the voice and they had, you know, the ideas and the perspective of the people. I know we're going on with them Rasta man of today, but it's a whole different breed. Shout out to all the guys in Rasville. Just about 20 minutes after the hour. Of course, you can hit me up on +592-641-0945. Or leave your comments and questions in the comment section. Today we want to continue in the third and final hour. We're going to talk a little bit more about the, you know, the music industry, the development, and of course, you know, the politicians' involvement in this whole proposed change that's supposed to be happening. Because what we have is, I don't know if a lot of people pay attention to, let's say, the parliament or a lot of the policy makers that, you know, are out there representing constituents in Guyana. But one of the things we notice is there seems to be a lack of this particular drive to deal with the issue of IP for the creative industries. And also you have, you know, the opposition parties who have, in my estimation, never made a move on any of these issues, on any of these policies. And I'm thinking in 2025, when they get into parliament, because of course there's a new government, there are now 25 ministers of the ruling party, and there are, you know, other members in the opposition. We got a new opposition party as well in parliament. What are their proposals in terms of how are they going to come up with policies that help the youth of Guyana, and not only the youth, but the creative sector in Guyana? That's my emphasis. You know, because a lot of people have said, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. Even the ruling party has said they're going to be implementing some strategies to help to foster the development of the creatives. But, you know, I'm yet to see what they're rolling out next, because, of course, in the last term, we knew for a fact that trying to build studios and have people record for free was not really the idea of fostering creativity in Guyana. Because what you were basically doing there is undercutting the studios that were already there, providing that service to the artists long before whoever came up with that idea to build studios and have them open and have artists record for free. Now, the next aspect of this, when I talk about the way forward, there needs to be a framework that they have to build on, instead of just, you know, just going with anything that somebody has suggested to them. We need to have a national archive where everything that's created in Guyana needs to be archived. That's a very, very serious aspect to what I think the new ministers that are in there. Well, the new minister, because we have one of the old ministers that is there, that he wasn't really understanding the issue of culture. All right. And we got a new minister in there, and I'm hoping that he understands, you know, the new way of looking at the cultural development and the cultural aspect, and how to develop that and foster the growth in that particular area. Now, I've heard a lot of talk about grants being given out to the creatives. One of the things I want to outline with these whole grants giving out to the creatives is that you can't give grants to individuals who you obviously have not seen any work that they're doing to build anything. Because you've got to look at the individuals who have been there long standing, they've been working, they have been building something that is worth injecting that level of capital behind that person or that company or whatever they've built, or that association. Because what I see happening is, you know, a lot of people are just, in my estimation, trying to take advantage of the system, because the government of the day is not really focused on getting down grassroots, because music and the industries is a grassroots thing. So they're not really focused on getting down on the grassroots and meeting with those people who have been in the field, grinding for years to build what we have as even a music business. Because like I said before, Guyana does not have a music industry. And in order to create a music industry, there is so much that still has to be built into the framework, including the legal framework, to create an industry in Guyana. So if we're talking about injecting capital, injecting stuff and into the creatives, we got to look at it from a perspective that is really building something that will, at the end of it, there's an overall outcome. All right? So first we've got to look at the problems. And the problems are, one of the main issues, and the first issue that we got to deal with in the creative industries in Guyana is education. All right? So if there are not sufficient workshops, symposiums, and, a body that people can readily go to and get information, whether on a website or even a call-in or an office that is established, where creatives from all sectors, whether videographers, photographers, writers, where everybody can go and get information on this particular way forward or this particular industry, we're going to have problems. Not only that, the government has got to inject a lot of that capital into what I call PSAs, which is public service information, which will guide the creatives into a certain area, a certain space. You've got to also create an enabling environment where this can happen. For example, the Broadcast Commission and the legalities that go along with the Broadcast Commission. I know that the Attorney General Chambers has to deal with that. But every person who is getting a license to broadcast, there should be particulars that go along with these licenses, which would include 50% of the content that you're going to be airing, whether on television or radio, will or must be homegrown content. So for those television stations that kind of pirate sitcoms and pirate movies and pirate documentaries and all of that, you don't need to have that when you have a creative industries in your country that is building and creating all that stuff, but they don't have an outlet. There is no outlet to facilitate them actually going further, because there are lots of young youth who do all kinds of music videos, documentaries, all this kind of stuff, even short plays and movies. And I've got to make reference to the fact that, when the vice president, when he was president of Guyana, Barry Jagdeo, he had something called the President's Film Endowment, which incidentally, I was part of that, where we got training from Boston University and the filmmakers there. We were certified in filmmaking, and we were creating short films to be sent to the Cannes Film Festival to represent Guyana. So why couldn't we have kept up that fervor and kept that trajectory, especially for those people who got into the cultural ministry and should have understood that these are things that you have to do in order to foster cultural development. So no longer should we be sitting on the sidelines and saying, oh, well, we got to wait until the government comes up with a policy or a policy is made to help. No, there are sufficient individuals on the ground, which I think the government should reach out to and have them come together, form a think tank, because Martin and I have constantly said this on numerous occasions on the show. Have a think tank created for all these sectors so that individuals with knowledge, working knowledge, can contribute to the whole development process in Guyana, instead of saying, okay, well, I think the minister knows everything, because it's obvious. It is obvious in certain sectors that the ministers do not know everything and they need real help. I got to say a big shout out to my esteemed brother James Bond, who is now a member of parliament in the ruling government. And a lot of the other people who are involved behind the scenes, who have helped the ruling government now to regain power. I'm hoping that they also keep that same energy about dealing with these issues and the creative industries issues, because we've got the gold industry, we've got all these other industries that are flourishing, but we don't have that industry that focuses on the creative industries. And the creatives as a big industry in Guyana. There are creative people in Linden, there are creative individuals in Berbice, there are creative individuals in Georgetown, and of course in the diaspora. And all of them want to make meaningful contributions to the development of our country. They don't want to be sidelined or marginalized because of their ideas. And a lot of the ministers, I do believe, those a few of them that I've encountered in the past, especially the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, seem to have an issue of not understanding constructive criticism. If you're doing something that we believe is inimical to the growth of an industry, we are going to call that out. But a minister cannot operate in his feelings like, he operated like, if you call him a name, then you're against me. No, you've got to understand that there's something called constructive criticism. And when individuals are seeing, obviously, that you're going down the wrong path and they're giving you constructive criticism, you've got to be the bigger person and say, okay, well, I accept the fact that I do not know these things and I need to learn. This is why you've got to get on the ground as a minister, especially in the culture, youth, and sport aspect. You have to get on the ground. You have to meet with those people who have structured the business. Because, for example, a lot of people talk about people in the industry and they forget major players like Wally Fraser from Vision Sounds. They forget individuals like Christian Duncan from Brutal Tracks. They forget individuals like Daryl Pugsley from DP Records. They forget individuals like Cody from Rough Cut Studios, like AJ over the river, who's helped a lot of the artists on the west side. There's so many production houses in Guyana that need that injection of capital. One, for the learning process, because of course, getting international engineering classes and all of that would be critical to our development. Getting musicians who can learn, who can be taught and learn how to score music is another important factor that we need in our development. So there is so much that we need to inject that capital in. Just saying, instead of the minister saying, okay, well, we're just going to build studios and record for free, which again, absolutely makes no sense, because when you record that music, who then owns the rights to the music? Is it the engineer or the producer you're going to bring from outside of Guyana who will have rights to the music? Who is going to have the right to the music? Is the government having sole ownership of the music that is recorded in their studios? So we have to have a clear understanding of what is the direction in which these things go. And you can't have a minister who does not have that level of understanding. If you don't have that information and you don't understand how the music industry can be created, then you've got to reach out to individuals, form a think tank of individuals who understand how to structure it, how to build it in a way that will be efficient and effective, and how to bring the youth on board so that they can make a meaningful contribution to the system and not feel as though they are just kept on the outside until the government is ready, or that particular ministry is ready to host a show or an event. Then they get a call and they're given an offer that says, okay, this is what we can offer you. I don't think that is the way we are hoping to develop, because creatives have different tiers. All right. And you can't tell me, if I am a manager for an artist and I'm taking my artist internationally, that then the ministry can then call me and offer me $1,000 US for an artist that I know is valued way more than that when we leave the country to perform. So we have to have a change of mind, a change of direction. We have to understand what it is that we're doing to the culture of Guyana, how we're going to build that culture to make it more efficient and effective. And also, we need to understand the protectionist laws that should be going along with it. Because it's not only protecting people's intellectual property, but the enforcement of that is just as critical to having the law in place, an update of the law. Because when Guyana's intellectual property right was written into the English common law system, it did not cater for the internet. It did not cater for all the things we have going on right now. For example, every establishment in Guyana, in terms of hotels, clubs, establishments that play music, bars, all of these entities have to pay a blanket license to air people's music. You can't have the Guinness bar on Durban. You can't have the Guinness bar in Plaisance and all these different establishments all around the place that are bars, airing people's music to entertain their guests so that they could come and drink. Sita's Bar, all these other bars across the city. And these artists who create the music can benefit absolutely nothing from what their creations are. The producers don't get money. The whole line of individuals who are involved in producing that great music are not able to benefit. And this is where we have to understand and we have to push the government of the day to look at the creative industries differently. You know, I'm very glad that the US ambassador and the English ambassador said something about the young lady's book that was written the other day at her launch. They were present and they talked about that the Guyana government should really be focused on more of injecting capital into the development of the creative industries in Guyana. And I do believe that the creative industries is the next best step for Guyana. But in order for us to make these steps, one, we have to be educated. Guyana needs to understand through education that we need to protect our work. We need to rejoin the Bern and Paris Accord, although we have rejoined, but we have not made contributions to that. We also need to understand protectionist laws. And with those laws brings all the other stuff that I know is going to affect a lot of businesses in Guyana because they are operating in a gray area. But I'm hoping that the government does not look at these businesses and say, okay, well, you know, it's going to close a lot of businesses. A lot of businesses are going to be affected because they are either plagiarizing or pirating other people's property. We have to learn as a country that we got to change that mindset of piracy. Guyana could never be the head of CARICOM and still be the pirates of the Caribbean, where we're pirating everything from everybody else. There must come a time where we are able to foster our own. This is why, you know, for example, Eddie Grant, our living legend, really has very little to do with Guyana. Eddie Grant has a lot more to do with Barbados than what he is doing in Guyana. His contribution to the development of the Bajan music industry is astronomical versus what he could have contributed to Guyana's music industry and to Guyana's creatives. But because nobody is looking at this stalwart and saying, okay, let us bring you under an umbrella where the knowledge that you have garnered from the UK and your travels and what you've been able to done over your lifetime, you can then pass that on to the youth of Guyana and the creative industries. You know, it really leaves you in a state of bewilderment in terms of what our government is doing. Because we got to look at these issues. Are we going to wait until, for example, we waited until Dave Martins died to give him a real honor? Why do we not honor our legends while they're alive? Especially in Guyana, the only place we give absolutely no accolades to our living legends, but we wait until they die. We do not give them an opportunity to pass on that information that they have learned over years to the younger people so that they can pick up that mantle and move it forward. These are the things that we need to change in Guyana. So when people talk about what's the culture of Guyanese, do we really truly, can we really step out there and say, oh yes, we have a culture, or we have a culture of piracy? So I'm hoping, and I know for a fact the government listens to our program, I'm hoping that they change that idea. Get individuals who are going to help the ministers to understand how, especially those ministers that have to deal with culture, youth, and sport, that has to deal with law, which would have to be Anil Nandalal and the Attorney General's chambers. They should be an entire focus. Bring legal minds as well on board to help to guide this process of development, so that we're not left in a position where we're constantly reinventing the wheel and not moving forward. Just about 20 minutes to the top of the hour. You know, when I get fired up about certain issues, the time really flies. Got to say a big shout out to my co-host Martin Al Amin. You know, he was unable to join the program today because of course, vandalism, where people are affecting the internet by somehow they're rooting out the cables. I don't know why they're doing that. I guess that's the influence of some politicians. This is why I say education is extremely key for us to understand our direction forward. Got to get ready to leave you. Of course, we got more music, more vibe right here in The Rush, Guyana's Industry Show.
Bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down, the first sun rays such a golden sound. It was a bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down, first sun rays such a golden sound. Would have been a vision I hold in a dream, would have been my mind playing tricks it seemed, would have been the light I sight in a me, Rastafari. Would it really be what I've been searching for? Mama said be careful what you're seeking for. A woman that can cook clean that you're searching for. A woman make good love, she not love make good war. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. Now happy look so far, far, far. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. Now happy look so far. It was a bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down, a first sun rays such a golden sound. It was a bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down, first sun rays such a golden sound. Yeah. I get lost in her eyes like stars in the skies. I can't believe it. Yeah. Could this really be for real? The way she make me feel, I wanna believe it. And every time she come around, meditation gets stronger. Just make it last a little longer. Yeah, she's loving me naturally. The way she shows she cares for me. How she loves his majesty. How she moves majestically. How she moves so freely with virtue. Oh, not yeah. And the heart is so true. Pure and so true. Her heart is so true. So pure and so true. It was a bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down, first sun rays, just golden sound. It was a bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her sometime in September. Colors of the rainbow coming down, first sun rays, just golden sound. Yeah. What if I told you that I love you, girl? What if I told you that I need you, girl? What if I told you you're the only girl? You're the only girl for me and I'm a world, yeah. What if I told you that I love you, girl? What if I told you that I need you, girl? What if I told you you're the only girl for me and I'm a world, yeah. Would have been a vision I sight in a dream. Would have been my mind playing tricks it seems. Would have been a light I sight in a beam. Rastafari, love of sin. Would it really be what I've been searching for? Mama said be careful what you're searching for. A woman that can cook clean that you're searching for. A woman make good love, she don't love make good war. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. The happy look so far, far, far. You're seeking for, you're seeking for. The happy look so far. It was a bright and sunny day, I remember when I met her
Voice of one of the most phenomenal artists out of Guyana, South America. That's the Archangel with the track Bright and the Sunny Day. 15 minutes in the top of the hour. You know, I got to get ready to leave you until tomorrow. Make sure you check me out tomorrow, same time, same stations, same place. 1 to 4 in the UK, 8 to 11 in the USA, Canada, Guyana, and the Caribbean. Remember, if you're driving, please take it easy. Look out for those not looking out for you. Got to say a big shout out to Sandra. And of course, Sandra says, you know, Guyanese got to learn, especially the creatives, got to come together. That's a fact. They have to learn to come together. One people, one nation, one destiny. That's the motto down here in Guyana. Of course, stay glued for more music. I gotta leave you until tomorrow. Check me out tomorrow, Tantalizing Tuesdays. You know, we got those topics for ladies and the gents, the couples, the married ones and the ones who in the relationships. Until tomorrow, love your world, love you, Guyana. Be safe out there.
Mark to my heart, man. Full of skill to carry on and on and on. Can't believe this is coming from my own people. They might treat me as if me never own vehicle. Other things in my head, like home people. Why they have to be so evil? Insane. Some saying I'm insane. I've got to maintain order, or else things wouldn't be the same. Insane. Some saying I'm insane, but I got to maintain order, or else my life wouldn't be the same. But never this, them wouldn't see me at all. Them now, no live to see me a fall. Real justice, them never give me at all. Me fi run, you know see me a star. Make my decision, they want crucify I. So them my heart skull, some a fry I. My meditation, always a fly I. I tell like I. Insane, some saying I'm insane, but I got to maintain order, or else things wouldn't be the same. Insane, some saying I'm insane, but I got to maintain order, or else my life wouldn't be the same. Some said they're not gonna deal with me, yeah. But I bet them get real with me. And balance and all things still with me. Who's gonna be with me? Yeah. Our rumors can't continue. But me no stop, none of them can win you. You know after them I got time to kill you. Inject and fill you. Insane. Some say I'm insane. I've got to maintain order, or else things wouldn't be the same. Insane. Some say I'm insane. I've got to maintain order, or else my life wouldn't be the same. Me a do me thing, them say it unreal. We never try right for no one deal. Never envy over no man meal. Never make no wrong deal. No. Talk about the things when me walk out. Hear the little sister when them laugh out. Me a make sure things start out. Me know how me name get marked out. Insane. Some saying I'm insane.
Majesty, Archangel, Fire Princess. Me said the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them see can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil us ways. Them corrupted depart from His Majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now,
Rastaman policy is peace and love. So burn out the enmity, the hate and the grudge because the vendors of the faith don't budge. Because we're born as the warriors of flames and blood. We not go dwell up with the scholars and pigs in mud. Cause anything not right, it get an instant run. Fireball. So wolf coming like a sheep play clown. Don't think like you're wise like the great Solomon.
This let the fire of the blaze. offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays.
You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time.
Depart from His Majesty, I Selassie, I we pray. Now, just weights and balance. When the earth return to naturality, why man to man is so unjust a pedigree? As it was, you know it ever shall be. Hey, just weights and balance. Judgment I go get you, Mr. Wickedy. In a nuclear, no fear technology. Man to woman, a life energy. Hey, they said the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evilous ways. Them corrupted depart from His Majesty. I Selassie, I we pray. Now,
overall, it's hard to be yourself beyond the wall. Cause nowadays no rasta preaching Paul. That's why them fire on a stall. Liberty is on a string that's some ball. I thought them was a real, but that's a fall. Like them not yes, a lousy call. Them sit down in a bar with alcohol. Them choose to stoop to conquer, that's a call. Them quick to sell out like a stall. You look the part, but really you're a fraud. Don't call yourself a liar, you're a frog.
They said the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evilous face. Them corrupted depart from His Majesty. I Selassie, I we pray. Now,
yeah man, heights of glory, you know. Okay, yeah man.
Tell you what I want. When the Rasta man them come together like the torch and the wicked catch a fire. Tell you what I want. When they get to you, them try fi better and the system try fi turn them in a shatter. Tell you what I want. One Babylon highly Selassie rain down lightning and thunder. Tell you what I want.
When the youth them side the truth and start refine the frequencies where them mind are use and purify them thoughts and them desires too while meditating in a little quiet room. And worries when them realize the earth is a living being and we assist the revolution by living clean. But with this 5G magnetical killing field, destruction of them only possibility.
Tell you what I want. When the Rasta man them come together like the torch and the wicked catch a fire. Tell you what I want. When they get to you, them try fi better and the system try fi turn them in a shatter. Tell you what I want. One Babylon highly Selassie rain down lightning and thunder. Tell you what I want. Tell you what I want.
Okay, I hear them a go feel. Never this Selassie, I will bust the 7 sea. Okay, I hear them a figure feel. Every ex a government fi bow down and kneel. Revolution must be solution. Speak out your message to the institution. Them and them corruption bring beer pollution. That now go help build with generation.
Tell you what I want. When the Rasta man them come together like the torch and the wicked catch a fire. Tell you what I want. When they get to you, them try fi better and the system try fi turn them in a shatter. Tell you what I want. One Babylon highly Selassie rain down lightning and thunder. Tell you what I want. Tell you what I want.
Kabaka pyramid a bun pressure bus pipe and archangel.
You're You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyana'S music all the time.
Tell you what I want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Promise, no promise, I say yeah. Walk away if you want to. Can even run if you want to. You can't run from your heart, yeah. And you can't talk what you want to. And you can't do what you want to do. You can't run away from yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jah help me to deliver now. The lightning in the words when me yaki ya know. To the small and the bigger now. Tell me what them figure now. I see them all in for peace, but not justice. Snacky, ya know duties, it's no fun again. Easy cash, blood money, it a run again. Pay gunman down tongue again. Trigger happy cowboy. The West can't be one again. I want to some of them. Walk away if you want, yeah. Can even run if you want. Hey, you can't run from your heart, yeah. And I mean, say, you can talk what you want to. Ooh, do just what you want to do. You can't run away from yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rastafari on the hill again. With me children, planting the food, cause just said the selfie till again. Times hard, but youths you have to chill again. Can't go bother with the crime, gun violence and blood spill again. I know you can't afford to bring it in. Now why is your guns to the killer them? Another body drop down still again. It's a better future, me a will them roll. So me say, walk away if you want, yeah. Run away if you want, yeah. You can't run from your heart, yeah. And you can't talk what you want to, yeah. Do just what you wanna do, yeah. You can't run away from yourself. Jah help I to deliver now. The lightning in the words when me yaki ya know. To the small and the bigger now. Tell me what them figure now. I see them crying for peace, but not justice. Snaggy, ya know duties, it's no fun again. Yeah. Blood money, it a yes, run again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, oh. Walk away if you want, yeah. And you can even run if you want to. You can't run from your eye. And you can talk what you want to, eh. Do just what you wanna do. You can't run away from yourself. Rasta man, me day up on the hill again. With me children, planting the food, cause just said the selfie till again. Times hard, but we fit chill again. No bother with the gun crime, blood spill again. I know you can't afford to bring it in now. Why is your guns to the killer them? Yeah. Promise I talk it, man. You don't know the thing said Rastafari live. Rastafari.